Hello everyone, my name is Prashant, one of the mentor with Ekoching and verbal trainer. So today in this video, I'll be talking about the common concern which student has that I know that I want to prepare for CAT, but from where to start, how to start, that's where I'm stuck. The second question is, yes, I am attending the classes, I am getting the concepts, but again when it comes to practice, again I am stuck what to do and how to do. Today in this video, I'll be talking about that what all things you can do, and before even talking about what all things you guys have to do, I'll also talk about some of the common mistakes which student makes. So the first thing which I believe that some of the common mistake which students do is delay in taking decisions. I don't know why we procrastinate, right? So we know we have to prepare for CAT, but I don't know, somehow we just delay, and delay is there for many reasons. There are many reasons why we delay all these things, and some of the common reasons which I want to show here is concern about results, colleges and placement. We think a lot about the outcomes, what kind of results I will get. What kind of results I will get is something based on the inputs, and the inputs is what you will I would say dedicate the efforts which you will be giving in as far as preparing for your CAT examination. Colleges, then we talk about colleges, what colleges I'll be getting, whether I should get into this college or whether I will get into these colleges. So all these questions basically they haunt us. And then placements, what kind of placements IIMs are providing, what are kind of placements MDIs or FMS or NITI of the cities, the country is providing. So the point is you are more concerned about outcomes, and guys, this is where I just want to ensure that you should not concern much about the outcome. As of now, your concern has to be the efforts which you can put in for your CAT preparation. The next after this is, apart from this, I will talk about depending upon too much gyan from world around us. I'm not saying don't trust people. Neither I am saying that you just don't go and search about all this CAT and all these things. Do that, but at the end of the day, you go to a trusted sources, go to the websites of these colleges, and then depending upon too much ज्ञान, आप ये कर लीजिए, आप ऐसा प्रोफाइल होना जरूरी है, इसके बिना आईएम्स एडमिशन नहीं देगा, इसके बिना कॉलेजेस एडमिशन नहीं देगा, इसके बिना शायद आपका पीआई अच्छा नहीं होगा, अगर आपके अंदर ये चीजें नहीं होंगी तो आपको एडमिशन नहीं लेगा. दिस इज लॉट ऑफ ज्ञान. एज ऑफ नाउ अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू गाइज इज focus on your CAT preparation. First of all, just directly go and go and talk about CAT and hit your desired percentile, and whatever things you are talking about is an outcome, is a result of the efforts which you will put in. And at this point of time, as I have earlier mentioned, that हमारे हाथ में क्या control है? CAT percentile. That's the only thing which is there in our control. Searching for the best faculties, best teachers. Guys, to be very honest with you, don't delay. I'm not saying anything. First of all, no teacher is bad. No teacher is bad. How we identify or how we select the teachers is only on one idea or one belief, that where you can feel that connect. That's the only thing which I believe how you should select your best teachers. जिसका आपको अच्छी तरीके से समझ में आ रहा है, if you are able to get whatever that guy is explaining, if you are able to connect that, if you are able to understand that, that's what I believe in my eyes is a best teacher, right? So I don't want to get into anything that ये मत करो या ये मत देखो, but best teacher वही है जिसका आपको समझ में आता है. Otherwise, I mean, teachers सारे अच्छे होते हैं, right? Collecting more reference books. So we are now, as I said, we are into that era wherein too much knowledge is available, and that's how sometimes is not good for us. So why? Because we keep on collecting more reference book, videos of various teachers, collecting lot of freebies, collecting lot of mocks from various institutes, and at the end of the day we are so confused. It's a perplexing situation. What should I do first and where should I do first? And that's where you find in that question that what should I do? From where do I start? My seniors are saying this is good, my juniors are saying this is good, my relatives are saying no, my son has prepared from this particular material, go and search for these websites, and at the end I am doing nothing, right? I am confused. So this is what I just say, that just directly go, जो चीज आपको अच्छी लगती है उसको करना शुरू कर दीजिए. Preparing without any goals, with no directions and milestone. Now, you might say, sir, your second pointer and this pointer is basically kind of contradicting each other. But I would say no. Here I am talking about your concern about that your placement milega ya nahi milega. I am not talking here that you should focus on placement or you should focus on results and all those things. But point is, you should have that goal in mind. That goal can be in many ways. Desired percentile can be goal. Giving your best efforts can be a goal, right? Talking about 99 percentile can be a goal. Talking about 90 percentile can be a goal. Talking about your college can be a goal. So all these things can be your goal, right? Milestones, there should be a directions. Don't just go ahead and directionless padna shuru kar do. No, there should be a particular direction. And guys, please, I have seen nowadays it's a kind of excuse जो हम लोगों ने करना शुरू कर दिया है, excuse for online classes. राइट भी हमें समझ में नहीं आता. इट्स नॉट दैट कि मैं ऑनलाइन करा रहा हूं इसीलिए, आई डू टेक ऑफलाइन एज वेल. सो द पॉइंट इज एक्सक्यूज फॉर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस दैट पॉइंट इज हमें समझ में नहीं आता है, ऑनलाइन में मजा नहीं आता एंड ऑल दो स्टफ. माय सजेशन इज, I mean, this is a bliss. I'll talk about this. So don't make it an excuse, because there are students who are getting into the top B schools, best B schools, getting good percentile आफ्टर अटेंडिंग ऑनलाइन क्लासेस. इस साल भी तो एडमिशन्स हुए हैं, और इस साल जो लोग एडमिशन्स गए हैं उसमें से मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट्स वो हैं जो कि शायद ऑनलाइन प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे. सो डोंट थिंक अबाउट ऑल दोस थिंग्स. नाउ व्हाट शुड आई डू? सर, ओके, आई कैन रिलेट इट विद ऑल दिस थिंग्स व्हाट यू जस्ट सेड. What can we do? Solution is just start taking the baby steps from today onwards. Sir, what are those baby steps? I'll talk about it, right? So for me, let's say if I have to start, the baby step can be start reading. Pick up any book, pick up any novel, pick up any article, pick up any newspaper. That's the small baby step which you can take ahead. Pick up, let's say, the basics of arithmetics, take percentages, take, let's say, profit and loss. Take your 9th and 10th maths book if needed. That's where I can say that's the baby steps you are taking. Start solving Sudoku. Start solving the hocus pocus which you get in the newspaper, right? These are all the baby steps which you can take. Don't keep searching for the faculties. I have mentioned mentors based on so many data. Just study with the one with whom you are comfortable with. जिससे आपका कनेक्शन बनता है, जिसका आपको समझ में आता है, वहां से आप जो है शुरू कर दीजिए. डोंट डिले, राइट? Focus on concepts rather than quantity. We are so much concerned about, collecting those freebies, collecting those mock tests. And my suggestion to you guys is just focus on concepts, that whether your concepts are clear or not. If not, go to the mentors, clear your concepts. The more you clear your concept, the more it will be better. Yes, when I'm saying quantity, I'm not denying that. I'm not saying that stop solving the questions. Do that. That's necessary for practice. But don't go over the board and keep only searching for questions, right? So don't keep collecting materials and other stuffs, right? Online is a bliss, as I said. Don't make it as an excuse, because it will save your time for sure. It's a time saving. That's why it is a bliss. Because आप बहुत ज्यादा कॉलेज के अंदर टाइम वेस्ट भी करते थे, not in studies, about all the other activities which you do in the colleges, right? Probably you also can save your time in traveling as well. आप travel के अंदर भी बहुत ज्यादा time save करते हैं. So all these things basically is gone, and you can now concentrate. Your social parties, all these things have all stopped. So this is something which is a bliss for you guys. Make your schedule along with your mentors. अपना स्केड्यूल अपने मेंटर्स के साथ बनाएं, क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. बिकॉज मेंटर आपके प्लस और माइनस जानते हैं. व्हेन आई प्रिपेयर स्केड्यूल विद माय स्टूडेंट्स, बिकॉज आई नो व्हाट ही और शी इज गुड एट, व्हाट ही और शी इज वीक इन, व्हाट ही और शी व्हाट ऑल स्ट्रेंथ एरियाज that guy or that girl is having. So this is where mentors will help you a lot. So be in touch with your mentors along the journey, because they have the potential to motivate you. They will catch hold of you when you are feeling down. So all these things only mentor can do, and make a goal and go for it. So this is something is the solution which I would say. Now when I talk about schedule, now students are like, give me an example, sir. How schedule and what kind of schedule you are talking about, right? Let's take an example of BRC. हम लोग BRC का एक example लेते हैं, right? So sir, आपने बोला reading कर लो. अब आप बताइए क्या, क्यों और कैसे और कितना टाइम, right? So I'll talk about all those things, right, in the next few minutes. So what in reading, sir? So my suggestion जो मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ is let's take an example. If let's say I'm telling my students to read newspaper, very good sir. Which newspaper do you recommend? Okay, then I'll answer. I'll recommend definitely Indian Express, or I would also recommend the Hindu, or I will also recommend other newspapers such as Tribune or other newspaper as such. So point is, let's take an example of Indian Express or the Hindu. Fine. Or for that matter, if students from engineering background are there, I'll also recommend, let's say, the Bend. Now, what in that, right? So, for example, if I'm taking Indian Express, my suggestion is you can start with, obviously every news. I mean, you should go ahead and pura newspaper आपको scan करना चाहिए. Let's say if I have to talk about some particular articles, there is this page called as the explained, and daily basis this page is there in the newspaper, which will take any particular article, and in that article they will talk about stats of that particular article, which will help you for your personal interview, for your VAT, and obviously for your reading comprehension as well. I mean, this article as a whole. So explained is the article. Editorials in this newspaper are very good. So these kind of articles, these kind of newspaper you should read. And if you have watched my earlier video wherein I have also talked about that, if I talk about CAT 2021, CAT 2019, CAT 2020, from which all links, which all areas, which all genres these papers, these passages were from. So there were articles from Smithsonian, there were articles from Jester, there were articles from Aeon Essays, there were articles from New York Times. So it's very important, right, to go through those articles, to go through those kind of passages. It will help you to understand what exactly should be my strategy as far as to solve, as far as to read. So this will give you the answer of what to read, right? Then the second is how to read. How to read, when we'll go into our RC classes, I'll talk about this. Said after reading, my suggestion is, after reading, get onto the main idea. Try to write 200 to 250 odd words, right, of that particular article, because that is something which is important. How much time? There is no time limit, but again, if you're asking me time, my suggestion is at least you should devote 120 minutes in a day, if you can, in reading, because this is something which is very important. Because अगर आपने मेरा वीडियो देखा हो जहां हमने बात किया था ओवरऑल परसेंटाइल्स का, and that's where overall percentile के अंदर VARC will help you a lot, right? So this is what I'll talk about, what, how, and how much time, and that's where your mentors can help you. Now the point is, sir, this is applicable for all the students? No, this is not a general schedule. Now the point is, if let's say you are a starter, right, अगर आपने अभी start किया है, you don't have any reading habits, right, for you this might work. Someone who is avid reader or a voracious reader, for him it might be something else. I would don't tell him to read, but I will give him a different set of books or different kind of novels. Now the point is, this is applicable for the first 60 days of your CAT preparation. This is what I'll tell you to do, right, apart from the classes, because classes के अंदर आपका RC vocab grammar हो रहा है. Now the point is, after that 60 days, I will slowly gradually will tell you that now is the time you should start solving the passages. Now is the time you should start getting into vocabulary of the next level. So this is where your mentors will play an important role. Similarly, if I talk about QA and LRDI, right? So as I said, practice from where? You can pick up, as I said, you should start with arithmetic, right? आप arithmetic से start करें, मैं what का answer दे रहा हूँ. You can start from arithmetic. You can start from algebra. If my suggestion is, I don't know whether you are there in the classes or not, these two units put together will ensure that your 60% at least of your questions are intact. Intact in the sense that 60 to 70% of the paper in your CAT examination in quants is based on arithmetic and algebra, and all your data sets there in LRDI is also dependent on algebra. So the point is, my focus first of all has to be algebra, right? So this is what you need to understand, and your mentors will help you a lot in preparing your schedule. So go to the mentors and just tell your problem, and that's where you need to start your CAT preparation. With this, I just want to thank you all to attend this particular session or to listen to this particular video. And if you have any queries, any details, you can get in touch with us on the details given below. And I'm also sharing my number. My number is 9979848380, and my name is Prashant. You can get in touch with me at any given point of time if you are stuck anywhere in your preparation. Right? With this, Prashant signing off. Thank you, and keep watching Ekoching.